Hello and welcome to Let's Play the Punisher. I'm Fiendly.
I'm Kaboom Dragoon.
This is an excellent game for the original Xbox, released in 2005.
Based on Garth Ennis's Marvel Comics run on the Punisher.
Marvel, aka Disney.
Don't let the THQ logo fool you, this is actually a decent game.
Yes, indeed.
One might even go as far as to say it's fun, which is dramatically different from about 90% of their output. I blame Volition.
Punisher just killed Volition, so we don't have to blame them anymore.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. So we'll be getting into this quite in depth. The first profile there is my personal practice profile. The second one is a cheat, which unlocks absolutely everything. So we're going to be doing a fresh new one with an opening cutscene.
Are you excited? I'm excited.
Last bullet. My whole family died in a mob hit. I should have died too. I took enough bullets, but I lived. I finally figured out why. The ones who killed my family, the Saints, and all the other scum. They've given me a reason to live. I'm back. And it's their turn to die. Time to get moving. Still more to do. Takagi's taken care of, but others are harder to reach.
And don't do anything stupid.
Can you handle the grittiness?
Frankly, it's so gritty I've got sand in places I don't even want to talk about.
Frankly, indeed. So we've got a whole plethora of options here. I've tweaked them to my liking already. So for now, we're going straight into the war zone. And into the Crackhouse.
There's a crack house near my apartment. You could use some cleaning out. And I could use some target practice.
A lot of informational dialogue from Thomas Jane throughout the game.
Yep. Does a brilliant job with the Punisher, I've got to say. Whenever I read it, it's basically his voice that I hear.
Yeah, he definitely does an excellent portrayal here.
Welcome to Rikers, Mr. Castle.
These two here, this is...
I'm Detective Soap. This is Lieutenant Richtofen.
who are characters from Garth Ennis's run on the comic. First one, Welcome Back, Frank, which is one of the two main inspirations for this game. Recurring characters, we'll probably get into them a bit later on.
Yeah, we'll be seeing them. They're their overarching narrative for the game.
And see where the trail of mangled bodies leads us. A lawyer's been appointed for you, by the way. Let's chat while we wait for him.
So take us back 3 weeks. You're in the neighborhood Crackhouse doing what exactly?
Crack.
Lots of crack.
Taking a bite out of crime, apparently. What was the body count again?
Let's find out.
Get the fuck out of the road, asshole!
New York City. Forget the things you heard about the place. About the new New York. Times Square's like Disneyland. Those kitchen is called Clinton. Park full of tourists. But it's not real. The old New York is waiting just below the surface. There's nothing to help you when the darkness falls. You're laid open so the world can rummage in your guts. Just because the mayor chased away the monsters. Chased them to Brooklyn and the Bronx. Don't think this place has changed. Not in its heart. Not where it lives. Do not fall in New York City. No one's gonna catch you.
Direct homage to the comics there. One of the standout storylines from the ongoing series, which Garth Ennis did after the 12-issue mini, was Do Not Fall in New York City, which was about a army buddy of Frank Castle's who snapped, killed his wife and kid. Generally considered one of the high points of that run.
Excellent, good to know. For the record, I am completely ignorant of the comics.
I know too much, which is probably why I'm here.
Yes, Dragoon is here to educate all of us.
Save it. That candy house is just gonna walk on by.
Here's our first street tough.
Back off, asshole.
Guess what he shouldn't have said.
Yeah, we're not really gonna listen to his shit.
This isn't your night, but I could make it worse.
Let me go, you son of a bitch.
This is one of the standout gimmicks for the game.
Can't. I'm innocent.
And that's one of the other ones.
Yes. Sometimes the villains that you interrogate can cause Frank to have a flashback.
That'll teach him.
It doesn't end well for anyone.
Nay.
Hey, you're the Punisher. Thanks, man.
For what?
For saving my life?
Right.
Sure, that.
Now she's gonna go back home to her house behind the dumpster. There she is.
I'm going to sit here with a dead body. Nothing can go wrong.
Please. Shit. You killed him. Yeah, and you're next. Now where's the money?
Punisher can't go 2 steps without walking into a crime in progress.
You killed him.
There's no sense keeping you alive, is there? Larry, look! It's the fucking Punisher!
No shit. Hey, asshole, come get some.
Criminals in the Marvel Universe don't really do much thinking, do they?
Yeah, certainly not these low-level criminals.
This
is our first sorta... It's practically a tutorial.
Yeah, although for a tutorial level it does put up quite a decent bit of resistance, you gotta say.
Yeah, it's not a gimme, which I appreciate. Although we're playing on hard mode because the game isn't necessarily brutally hard for most of it. And by the time it gets hard, maybe we can turn it down if we have to.
Yeah, I had serious problems with it towards the end. There's a few bits which I hated. But for the most part, if you're decent at action games, you can swan through most of it.
This is a very well-controlled action game. Heavily gunplay based.
Very direct inspiration would be stuff like the Max Payne games.
Oh yeah. So let's kick another chump's ass.
Regret it.
I got nothing to say. You're bluffing.
Boom.
Nut shot. Nice.
Shit, I just want to get high. What's wrong with that?
Well, several things, depending on who you ask.
Yeah. This guy's ultimately not too bad, though, so we're going to go with a hidden third option here, which is non-lethal knockout. Does exactly the same thing as a lethal knockout.
For some reason, the game sees fit to reward you for it.
Yep.
Locked.
Yeah, we actually get punished if we kill people with interrogations, which is a mechanic I'm not too fond of.
Yeah, I remember when the game was released, basically everyone was like, this is great, except for
Yeah.
99% of the time, it would always be the fact that the game encourages you to kill people, just not when they tell you not to, for some reason.
Yeah. We're going to indulge all of our sadism and get all the best prizes as well throughout this Let's Play, using video editing.
Yay! Almost like it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Now that we've got our first gun, we can pretty much show off what the game is going to be like.
One of the good things about this is that the targeting is very generous, especially when you get to shotguns or some of the fully auto weapons. Unless you're going for headshots left and right, you're basically free to spray and pray, and there's a good chance you'll hit something.
Yeah, for the most part. Now, we picked up a pistol. That gives us this new interrogation method. And execution method, for that matter.
Oh dear.
You'll see the blue 100-point penalty up at the score. That's what happens when you kill someone in an interrogation.
Yeah, the game literally slaps you on the wrist.
Mm-hmm. If you're going for high scores and gold medals and such, you can't kill people during executions. And it's frustrating.
Yeah. Afterwards, fair game.
Oh yeah.
Which is one of the really bizarre things about this game.
Yep.
Yeah, as I said, unless you're going for headshots all the time, the targeting is just sort of like, you can be within 10 square feet of them.
Mm-hmm. Headshots are a slight bit janky. They're not perfect all the time. But that's okay. Now, if we didn't kick the door, they wouldn't have noticed us. But we did, so I went into slaughter mode. It's when Frank pulls out a couple of knives and just goes nuts.
Yeah. Instant kill on anything in rage. That little sort of bullet underneath the health bar at the bottom left there.
Yes.
That fills up with your berserk mode. Blood rage, whatever you want to call it. You become invincible. Everything dies in a single hit. And you have infinite combat knives which you can throw.
Yep. Not only are you invincible, you regenerate health the entire time.
That as well. Yeah, that's... basically, later on you need to start planning how to use it properly in order to get through some of the nastier sections.
Yep. For now, though, it is pure joy.
Yeah.
Gonna use it exclusively for fun.
You look like you have something to tell me.
What the hell is wrong with you? These guys don't tell me nothing. Damage is gonna kill you for this.
Now this otaku here, he already told us that there's a guy waiting for us in the next room as soon as we threatened him. So we're going to use that knowledge to our advantage.
This is another one of the fun things you can do.
Yeah. If you don't do that, you automatically get shot as soon as you open that door.
Yeah, kind of a pisser, but...
Yeah, you are given sufficient warning.
6, 7, 8, 9, all hearts. Is that good?
Shit, no! That hand sucks. You lose. Yeah, that's one of the worst hands you could get.
Man, I had the shittiest luck.
You have no idea, buddy. And you guys for cheating at cards. His friend actually killed that third guy there.
Yeah.
The guy in the back who just gave us that cutscene. If you kill the last person in the room while you have a pretty decent combo going, that's the cutscene that plays. Little slow motion death.
Yep. Manages to predate Max Payne 3, which did that quite often. I think it came out around about the same time as Max Payne 2, which also did it, but the third one I remember being the main one. Someone's probably going to prove me wrong about that. For the big flashy ones.
I'll pay anything, just name it. How about you?
Well...
We just saved a innocent civilian. There are innocents strewn about the game. There are also special executions that you get highly rewarded for doing.
Yep, they are fun. They get really silly later on.
Yeah, some of them are ridiculously brutal.
Now you'll notice that there were 2 special executions there. If you're really planning on going for high scores, what you want to do is find. If there's usually like 2 or 3 in a room whenever one shows up. So what you wind up doing is grabbing one guy, dragging him back there, grabbing another guy, dragging him back there, and so on, just to get as big a combo as you can, because you get 1,000 points for each one.
Yep. But instead of that, we found our first non-gun weapon.
You can get up now.
No! Get away! Leave me alone!
And for some reason, throwing it at a guy did more damage than shooting him.
Yeah, that's also not how you use a baseball bat, but we won't go into that right now.
Yeah, we're gonna see that melee weapons are really fucking stupid in this game.
Yeah.
They're cool, and they have all sorts of unique kill animations, which there's so many of them in this game.
Oh, yeah.
But they're stupid.
Hey, it's that finisher dude.
Now, the skull over his head means he has special information for us. And that white splotch on the ground means we have a special interrogation for him.
Let's see what happens when we combine the 2.
Yes.
Okay, I do drive.
Farewell, your 2 teeth.
Let me go. I can talk to the guys in 2B for you.
So he offers to prevent an ambush for us.
How nice of him.
Some guys, after you interrogate them, you can release them. Hopefully they'll go out and help you.
Don't kill me. I didn't do anything.
Sure, that's Greg Proops.
Could be.
It's an addiction. It's not my fault.
Get some rehab.
Greg Proops is not ashamed of his drug use.
Well, I've seen Mad World, so...
Now, these are the guys from 2B. These guys here, they were actually talked down from attacking us by the guy we interrogated.
See, I wasn't sure if that was actually a thing, or if they just sort of bugged out.
No, they will kill you if you either kick down the door or kill the guy who was supposed to talk him down.
Yeah, that's what I usually did.
And it's a fucking trick. It's a complete trick. Like, don't get used to that, but... For now, it's very nice, and we're not going to kill anyone in that room.
Psychos and guns are a bad combination.
That guy took a hostage for the first time.
What an asshole. Thanks for wasting him.
We actually shot the hostage on accident, which cost us a bunch of points, but it didn't kill him. If we had killed him, game over immediately.
Yeah.
Let's get that coat off, drop those guns, and get cozy.
I don't have time for this.
You don't know what you're missing.
I think I do.
No time for love, Dr. Castle.
I was thinking the same thing. God damn it! Damn you, small reference pools.
You're only here for the information.
I'm not supposed to be funny. Which is good, because I'm not, but anyway.
Oh, dude, I'm so wasted. I'm seeing, like, big guys in trench.
That's fine, the game is hysterical.
Waka waka.
It's got these wacky comic stoners.
Hi, dude.
Yeah, who come direct from California, even though this is set in New York. Try not to think
They
about
come a long way for this particular crack. Damage's crack is the best.
Dude, this is like one of those 5-star crack hotels.
Mm-hmm. Did a stupid dodge roll there.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's why melee weapons are so shitty.
Yeah.
They're all one-time use.
Yeah. And bear in mind this is starter enemies. They have practically no health. They can't aim for shit. And it still took off like half a health bar.
Yeah.
Whereas you can kill them from a distance with like 2-3 bullets. One if you headshot them.
Yep. Now, if we were playing on medium, taking all those shots would have done literally no damage to us. Okay, not literally, but in effect, we could just get shot up all day.
Yeah. As I said, the game only really gets frustrating in a couple of areas, I found personally. But if you're competent at third-person shooters, you can basically yomp your way through the game with little effort. It's just some certain sections later on are a bitch.
Now, even though that wasn't marked as a special kill, we got a lot of extra points for it. We didn't get the full 1,000, but it was worth it.
You see the look on the Punisher's face, Larry?
Man, he looked pissed.
He always looks pissed, like he bit into a shit burger.
Hey, that reminds me. I need to take a dump.
Bathroom's full, Deadpool's in the next room.
In case he's hungry.
Oh, they're gonna pay for that.
Not me.
You're a backstabbing bastard.
Now, he's got the hostage, so we can't quick kill him. But our knives are perfectly accurate.
And you have billions of them in that jacket.
And then we kill the fucker anyway.
Still more to do.
Yeah, it doesn't really work taking a hostage when you're fully planning on killing both of them. No real foresight there whatsoever.
I always miss those guys until this very recording.
The Crackhouse here, it's pretty linear, but it is quite easy to get turned around.
Yeah, very true. It's because of all the broken walls, you can pretty much see every room from anywhere you're standing.
Yeah.
Which can throw you off.
And you also wind up going, right, so I went through this room with the broken wall and the no windows, which is similar to this one with the windows and the broken wall.
Yep, they all look the same.
Also, 3 guys firing at you there, only 1 hit.
Yep.
That, like I said, this isn't a difficult game.
Not for the most part, and this stage in particular is mostly a gimme.
Yeah.
It's tough when you're first playing, because you're not used to the controls and the mechanics and everything.
Sucks to be them.
Oh, Frank. Other thing that this game could have used, cover.
Yeah, a real cover mechanic.
Yeah, unless there's, your friendly neighborhood waist-high wall, you can't really cover fire in this game.
True. You can't, like, stick to a wall and pop over it and stuff.
Yeah, you can kinda sort of finagle your way around it, but it's more trouble than it's worth.
Yep. And in case you missed it there, 2 shotguns at once.
Yeah, it gets fun.
Unfortunately, we can't carry them both. On the contrary, though, we can save both of these guys. He was firing at us while reloading. That was weird.
Marvel Universe, he was probably a mutant.
Probably. And if you were paying attention to the health bar there, we got shot up a bit, but as soon as we talked to the hostage, our health bar was refilled.
Yeah, there's no real health packs in this game.
Nay.
Which, again, takes a bit of getting used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your health comes from rescuing hostages, going into slaughter mode, and special interrogations also can refill your health.
Yep.
It's not so much a health as a bloodlust meter.
Yeah.
Nothing. Take this key. Stuff in the closet.
Whereas the rampage mode is basically how angry he is when you get down to it.
Mm-hmm. Frank is basically immortal as long as he's mad.
Too many weapons.
Forget the Hulk.
Basically. Now that guy sent us in here with a bunch of guns and bombs.
Yep.
Much appreciated. Now we're going to get to use the dual shotguns.
The police will be here soon.
Just sit tight while a guy with 2 shotguns saves the day.
Oh, careful, you hit the TV. and those guys, I suppose.
Yep.
I mean, they say crime doesn't pay, but seriously, look at the size of that thing.
And it's the second one in this house, yeah.
Yeah, 2005, that was top of the range.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a flat screen.
Now, if we have only 1 shotgun out, we can throw grenades. Grenades are pretty deadly.
Yep. Really fun, but in this game, you're better off either using... See, that's the thing, because the enemies in this, they don't really... You can't really flush them out from cover. So you wait for them to get behind cover, and then you throw a grenade.
Oh yeah. They usually fall for it. And turn into this.
So you're basically using grenades the opposite how you would in virtually every other game around.
Very true. Now that one, I tossed it over the cover and it rolled out the window. What a shame.
There's probably some bum in the street below like, the fuck was that?
Famous last words. And that cutscene means everyone's dead. So moving on.
Back off, I ain't afraid of you. Wait, I give up.
Any guy with a skull special interrogation over his head, you can kill. It just means that you'll usually miss out on something later on down the line.
Yeah, you miss some information, a chance to refill your health, all sorts of good stuff. It's a bad idea.
Damage.
It's hard to do this interrogation without accidentally killing him, I found.
Yeah, and also it's just really fun watching all the change jingle out of his pockets.
I got a call saying you'd show tonight. I don't know who it was.
Now that he's told us that he got a hot tip that we were going to show up, I'm having a hard time dropping him. There he goes.
Time to call it a night.
Low polygon, but it still looks painful.
Oh yeah. And that is among the least agonizing of our special kills.
Oh god, yeah, they get creative later on.
This game is famously known as one of the most violent games of all time. I'd say it fully earns it. That's the main reason I'm here.
I'm just here because I know too much about comics. Also, this is a fun game, but you know. ASM 129 comic fans will recognize that as the first appearance of the Punisher. Amazing Spider-Man 129 back in 1974.
And with that, we've completed our mission. Here's all of our unlocks. We got the silver medal. I'm not even attempting gold medals.
No.
Because the scoring in this game isn't great. I don't like the mechanics of it for the most part, and I'll be explaining specifics on that eventually, but...
Yeah. Basically, you need to play the level perfectly in order to get the gold unlocks.
Also very slowly, which doesn't make
Yeah.
a good video. So here's our upgrade menu. It's not very complicated, but we eventually need to get them all.
It basically boils down to do thing better. If you're wanting, you know, really special things, like being able to shoot exploding bullets or whatever, not really the game for you.
For when I want to get back to basics, this classic pump action has a pistol grip and a 14-inch barrel.
Frank's got little voice clips for all the guns, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, one of the nicer things about this.
The basic design of this pistol hasn't changed in nearly 100 years. The magazine carries only 8 rounds, but that's 8 kills.
The weapon variety you get is pretty good as well. No doubt you'll have noticed flamethrowers, grenade launchers.
Yeah, they have no shame about telling you what's coming up, because they want you to
Yeah.
salivate. And over here, more attention to detail. We've got a news article explaining our murder spree and how awful it was.
Boo-hoo.
Frank hangs it up on his wall, of course. And here's the fucker that ran us off the road. That means he's our next target.
Yeah, his days are numbered, and it's not even in double figures.